Welcome back to The Strongest Exorcist Gets Reincarnated into the World. Anime Review, episode number 2. Here we are reviewing episodes 3 and 4 of the series. So in episode 3, we begin sort of the very next day. They begin the practical exam. Where first you have... Sika goes second. Yes. First, it's Alpha. Yep, she goes first. And they're surprised about her, let's just say, her attire. Not attire. Her abilities. Yeah, her abilities. In fact, she uses particular time very powerful magic. And then Sika comes in, of course, the fact he destroyed 3 targets, no problem. And then apparently Amaru, she destroyed multiple targets off screen. So then we have sort of a get together, go on, and of course on the way there, Sika notices, I think during daytime, he had just noticed there was a magical circle. That does play a role in the episode. Where later on in the episode, they're in basically this gathering where there's food, and then all of a sudden a bunch of demons show up. Yep, lower level demons. And of course he has some talismans ahead of time to keep an eye on the place. He transports himself over there, battles the caster, really good battle. Like at one point he actually dies like 3 times, comes back, and he's able to he defeats Steven by he takes one of the demons, he tames it, and as for the caster, he has his dragon eat him alive. Though he goes briefly rogue, he goes back to his own tube, his own port, no problem. Yeah, the very same dragon who was just seen in episode 1 in a flashback. And meanwhile, though, the lower level demons were defeated by Amaru. Yes, Lucy Christian's character. Yep. And then the very next episode, we get hints basically of who was behind the casting. So then we have where, he had sex, there's something about to fall. So he transferred him and Alpha, who are walking to a class. And then it turns out it was actually one of their teachers, one who also was the examiner from the previous episode. Dropped this thing of like a monster blood and like a few other stuff. Yeah. So, and then of course they have it where top 2 scores go do the survival course in like this temple. Though Sika basically volunteers to go instead of Alpha just so she can basically. She has no problem with it per se. The reason why, because he wants some more time with Emu. So, and of course, by Lucia Christmas betrays her. Despite the fact she's a commoner, she acts like she's a noblewoman. So, and therefore, why they of course come across a magic circle on a tree stump. Yes, a tree stump. And then they get transported to a dungeon. Yes, a dungeon. And then they battle monsters. And of course, he defeats the wood splinters. And of course, also it's shown here that Emu, where she is suffering from headaches, it turns out it's a curse because of her light magic. Yep, that is really the reason for this. So, put protection spell around him, and of course, thing is cooled off thanks to using one of his Shinigami. Puts a hair on, and of course, he'll be transferred over to that. So, and at one point, he sees her butt naked. Sees any curse marks? Nope, there was none. And of course, what, you gonna tell people you saw me naked? The thing is, he just briefly looked at her back. I highly doubt he looked at her rear end. So then she put all her clothes back on, though at least she tells him to look away while she does it, which is quite nice. Yep, and then of course, basically at one point that she gets injured, before the picture was she gets injured, and the reason why she would be perfectly fine afterwards because he took time to heal her off screen. Yeah, he doesn't want people to see the particular magical spells he uses because we think he might be too powerful. He wants her to be the strongest one, him be the one from the shadows. Like her giving all the credit, he basically does all the support behind the scenes. That's what he wants to do. So then, right after they get out, then of course, thanks to the Shinigami, finds out who was responsible for it. Why the teacher who dropped monster blood on them? It turns out he's like, reveal your true self, and he's just a human who just happened to aspire for the Demon Empire. Excuse me. So he beats him by first transferring the curse from her to him and him back to this teacher. Looks like it kills him, and also he sets a demon on him, and he gets defeated, and then the episode ends with with Alpha, where they have they have like an outdoor cafe. Everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to," but she talked to everyone, no problem. Oh, thank you, Hope you study. Yep, and that's the 2 episode nutshell. Still pretty good. Love it. Now, this episode does debut a brand new character. We'll explore that next time. Okay? So, yeah, that's a particular view. Next up, by the way, I did check the viewer count for the first episode for this 73. Which, wow, that doesn't happen very often for the first episode review. Where I get that high in. Now, I only did that review just yesterday. And in a period of 24 hours, I have 73 views. Thank you for that. I have not had that. I not had something that high that quickly, probably because basically that we had to have this happen. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular view. Next up is gonna be Comic Corn, and then back to more episodes. Okay. Next view. Bye.